who do you actually call when things fall apart? Not who would you theoretically call, not who you're connected with on social media, but who do you call at 2 in the morning when you're scared or lost or don't know what to do? For a lot of people, that list is very, very short. Sometimes it's no one. You just get through it yourself. I worked with someone last year who had 2,000 or so LinkedIn connections, active in 5 different Slack communities, responded to every text within minutes, Instagram stories every day, always engaging, always present, always connected. Then her dad got sick. Really bad diagnosis. About 6 to 12 months to live. And what she told me on our first call was this: I have all these people in my life. But when this happened, I realized I had no one to actually talk with. No one she felt she could be real with. Every relationship was surface level, transactional, performative. And a professional networking, social media engagement, group chats about nothing important. She was hyper connected and completely alone. This is what really got me about her situation, because everyone thought she had it all together. Her social media looked great. Her LinkedIn was polished. She showed up to every event, knew everyone, and was always on. Like she was running for mayor of her social circle. Except there's no election and nobody wins. She knew the truth. It was all surface. And when real life hit, which it does, when she really needed someone who actually knew her, not just her curated version, there was no one there. She told me that she sat in her car outside the hospital for, could have been 20 minutes, could have been 3 hours, trying to think of someone to call. And through the tears, she said, I could think of no one. Not because they wouldn't care, but because I've never let anyone see that part of me, she said. I've never been anything other than fine. Yeah, always fine, always good, always doing great. Thanks for asking. Even when she wasn't. That's the cost of optimizing for connection instead of confluence. Let me show you the difference. Not too many people use the word confluence. Connection is transactional. It's networking. It's knowing people. It's being present in the feed. It's responding to those messages. It's showing up to events. It's what you optimize for on social media. Confluence is aligned. It literally means to flow with. It's when your values line up with someone else's. It's when you can be real, not just polished. It's when someone knows who you are, not just what you show. It's what you can't fake online. It's a pattern that I see over and over again. People seeking external validation because internal clarity is missing. You're looking for confirmation from other people because you don't trust your own thinking. So you collect connections, like a person at a carnival performing for the big stuffed giraffe that won't even fit in their car. You engage, you perform, you stay visible, but none of it fills the gap. Because you can't connect with others until you reconnect with yourself. Now, listen, I know that sounds like some kind of bumper sticker, but stay with me. When you're connected with your own wants and desires, when you don't trust your own judgment, when you're outsourcing decisions to algorithms and other people, you show up in relationships with that curated version of you, the human doing, not the real version of you, the human being. And people connect with the curated you, not with the you. So even when you're surrounded by people, you can still feel alone. You're like a celebrity at their own party. Everybody's there. Nobody knows or approaches you. It's all superficial. There's actually research on this. 32% of Gen Z feels anxious about their friendships. 68% feels a disconnect between who they are online and who they are offline. You're not the only one experiencing this. The comparison trap makes it worse. You look at everyone else's social media and it looks perfect. Their life looks easy. They look like they have it all together. Their vacations look like magazine spreads. Yours, well, you got 4 blurry shots of your feet and 1 accidental selfie. Your life feels like chaos. What you're forgetting is that everyone is curating, everyone is performing, and everyone is showing their highlight reel. The person whose life looks perfect on social media, they're probably sitting in their car at 2 a.m. wondering who'd they call if things fell apart. Maybe just like you. So, what happened with this woman? We worked on her thinking patterns, not her social skills, not her thinking. Because the issue wasn't what she didn't know or that she didn't know how to make friends. It was that she'd been measuring connection by quantity instead of quality, by visibility instead of vulnerability. She was treating friendships like a metrics dashboard, and you can't dashboard your way into real connection and confluence. So she started showing up differently, more real, less presented, less performative. And the rest of the story, well, it wasn't all happy endings. Some of her friendships fell away. People weren't ready for her to show up like that. Some group texts went quiet. Some invites stopped. Some people just drifted. And she told me at first that she kind of panicked. She thought she was doing something wrong. But then she ended up with 3 real ones. 3 people who knew her, not her performance. One of them came to the hospital with her in the final days, sat there for 4 hours, saying absolutely nothing, just being present. No social media story about it. No sending thoughts and prayers comment. She just showed up. She told me 6 months after that she felt less lonely now with 3 real friends than she did with 12 surface ones. My friend, that's confluence. What are you noticing? What's true in your world? The VQMe call is where you can start rebuilding that internal connection with yourself. No, we're not going to fix your social media life or your social life in 20 minutes, but we will show you how your thinking patterns are creating the disconnect. And once you see the pattern, you can start showing up differently. If you're realizing right now that you have no one you can really talk to about this stuff, this community can actually be a starting point. Not the whole solution, but a starting point. Please go to the discussion area below. Introduce yourself. Be real, not polished. And I promise you, you're going to be surprised at how many people are dealing with the same thing you are. And when you see someone else's name with the thing you thought only you struggled with, something shifts. So in the next lesson, we're going to talk about why it's so hard to make decisions anymore, even the simple ones. But if you want to work through your specific situation now, if you want to map your thinking patterns and how they are creating the disconnect that you might be experiencing, book your VQMe call today. The link's below. So let's keep growing.